Oh, I'm almost done with my tea.
That looks like piss.
It is. Lucas, how are you?
I'm good. I see you're reading Dante's Inferno for the second time this year.
No, first time this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a new translation. I read it every year.
You know what always got me about that one? How did Dante keep his eyebrows by the end of it?
Oh, that's an excellent question. You'll have to read to figure it out.
Is that the one where there are 9 circles of hell?
That is precisely the one, yeah. And
I think I'm in the 9th one right now.
it's not cold enough for that right now. I just turned on the air conditioner that should have been running. The lights are on. Sets here.
It was a joke about how I've resorted to doing a couch podcast and
is the lowest circle of hell. We are in many ways being flayed by the teeth of Satan himself as he chews on us every day.
So what are your pet peeves?
God, that was like Caitlyn Jenner. What a great transition. My pet peeves.
We're talking pet peeves.
We're talking bugbears. We're talking what is the thing, the loose end that will break the camel's bail? Nope. The loose feather that will break the camel's back.
Sometimes you say things and I'm like, wow, that was such an interesting combination of words. And then it doesn't occur to me what I just heard until moments later.
I was in a job interview once and I said, you catch more geese with honey. And ever since, like, I'm keeping it. It's fine. It's good. Whatever. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You miss every overdose you don't take.
Now that is a keeper. Okay. We're going to put that on a t-shirt. There's merch. Oh boy. Yeah. Quick pop quiz. Where do you go after your overdose?
Wendy's.
Ohio. We're off to a weird start. A pet peeve of mine, overdosing. God, I cannot be bothered.
How inconvenient.
It's expensive. Yeah. When I was in that ambulance, when I was a girl, I've sent you that Mateo Lane impression, Liza. Brilliant.
He is good at that.
Oh God. Pet peeve of mine, barking dogs.
The dogs again, huh?
No.
Next in a row.
I woke up this morning and it was a lot of little yapping.
Yip,
A lot of yip 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 yip.
Precious.
Yeah, it's tough. More generally speaking, because I realize I might come off slightly unsympathetic with all of this. I hate dogs barking noise. My pet peeve is just like a repetitive noise.
Sure.
A repetitive, usually unobtrusive noise. And then there's even a meta level to this. When I call attention to it and other people become sensitized to it.
Yeah.
I hate that so much because then I've ruined the party.
Got it.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, it's not very nice, but I'm like, is that a pet peeve or is that just an annoyance? I'm talking like what things that like shouldn't bother you that do. Like that to me, I'm like, that's very annoying.
A pet peeve of mine, anytime somebody says something along the lines of like, I'm really self-aware. That to me, I'll even grant you some people people are generally self-aware of some extent of
Not in the city.
Maybe not even on this couch, but there's I don't know. Which one is it? Who could it be? But usually it's that statement precedes something that's going to be utterly howlingly tedious.
Yeah.
And that I have gotten much better about stopping that, just nipping it in the bud when it comes up in conversation. Usually with prejudice. Like when somebody's like, no, I'm really self-aware, and I'll just be like, I'm really bored right now.
You say that often.
I do. And it has gotten me out of a few scrapes, I got to tell you. Like I once had hours of my life vanish as I listened to an open mic comic tell me about how self-aware he is, and then also complain about how he's so much better than every other comic at the open mic.
Yeah.
And how he's like, I've put in time. Like, I'm very technical in how I write my jokes and deliver them. Like, I'm better than everybody there, but they're not laughing. It's like, Oh my God. This is, yeah.
If there's one thing I know to be 100% true at this point in my life, it is that we are all just walking projections. So someone who's saying something like that is just like, that just lets you know right off the bat, like this person's not well.
Yeah. And I mean, more importantly, they're not fun.
But I'm sure he just, or maybe not even not well, but maybe like to me, I'm like, you are the loneliest man alive if you say something like that.
Oh, yeah. It's just, and it's hard to like take the steering wheel back.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's because you can't very well take like a rolled up newspaper and hit him on the nose with it. Like, you stop that right now.
And like, by the way, not a real problem.
Yeah.
No one laughed at you at an open mic. Big fucking deal. You're performing in front of the other comedians.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not going to give you what you want. They
Yeah.
want to perform so they can go home.
Yeah.
Comedians, that's the worst part of doing comedy in LA is you're performing for other comedians.
Yeah, so pet peeve is like when somebody is really not self-aware but claims to be. There we go. Maybe now we finally got to the delicious crab meat at the center of that coconut. Another pet peeve of mine, bad writing. Oh, this one hit me really hard. Another pet peeve of mine, the word bro.
Really?
It's a generational thing for sure. It is 100% proof that I am now old
Yeah.
and I've aged out. But
I would have thought you would have been right in the heyday of bro.
it had its moment. There was a time back when in middle school, when people would call each other like brosif, and there's like the big long meme of like King Brosidon, King of the Broshan. Brotato. It just like Brittany Broski was talking about this on her podcast ages back when, and I remember those days fondly because it was charming.
Yeah.
For a while to us, and I'm sure the adults back then were like, these kids are so fucking brain rotted, and now. The word bro, somehow to me, it's just like, it makes me want to take out a gun and start shooting people because, excuse me, it makes me want to jump off a cliff.
There you go.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
The word bro in the way that it's used, like, it's on never ever to like, hey, good game, bro. Even that is a little icky to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess I don't mind it if it's in passing and they don't know I'm gay. I recently went to a gym and it was one of those group workout classes. It wasn't necessarily berries, but it was more like hands-on coach in your face.
oh,
And this guy knew I was gay, the fitness instructor, and he still was making me do the straight bro things where I would forgive it in the scenario that I'm in Fargo, North Dakota and they don't know. But like in LA, like he knew, you know.
well, I mean, the gays are now bros. Thank you, Billy Eichner.
I mean,
Never saw the film.
I liked that movie. That movie
Did
got
you?
dunked on. Well, it was cute. Like I wouldn't put it up there with like Brokeback Mountain by any means, but it wasn't trying to be.
Also has bro in the title. Cannot be fucking bothered.
I think the problem with that movie is
I can't help notice you didn't laugh at my joke. There's another pet peeve of mine.
do you shut up?
Mommy had a little too much caffeine this morning. Here's my cigarette.
That's fake, by the way.
This is fake. It's made its appearance finally on the pod.
Pet peeve, I hate when people have no follow through.
Say more. Follow
Like
through.
if you say you're going to do something, do it.
How much
lots
time?
of- lots
How
of
much time you got?
Lots of flakes in the city.
Oh yeah, it's tough. It is understandable. Like it's always a case by case thing where like, what's the excuse? Oh, you lost your arm in a traffic collision. Okay, fine. I guess you can't come to my bat mitzvah. It's that I can forgive. But I spent, I don't know, 8 years in DC where you could not pin somebody down for follow through without seeming utterly psychotic. Just because DC, it's the gays there make such a performance out of being so busy.
Yeah.
And it's so important that you communicate at all times how desired and in demand you are. So you try and set up a date and be like, oh my God, this week is slammed. We're on the hill all through Wednesday, and then my girlfriends are coming into town, and then I've got dinner with my family. Like, and again, when I see it goes psychotic, like eyelid twitches, I'm like, all I'm hearing you say is that there's no time for me. And I hate that. I got to tell you, I got to be honest with you, can't stand that. And then they're like, what are you doing 3 weeks from now? I'm like, you know what? I'll bite.
Do you keep
Yeah, sure. Pencil me in for 3 weeks from now. And then 2 weeks later, like, oh my God, I'm so busy.
do you keep a calendar with all of your social stuff?
No.
I don't either.
No.
And the other day I got kind of shamed for it. I was in a group of 4 and all 3 of them were like, okay, like in their calendars. I'm like, I got it. Like it's okay. I won't forget.
You see, I've started to do, usually it's for shows.
Yeah. Well, that's like work though. Yeah.
I mean, like yeah, maybe I actually am starting to get better about doing, like, if I say, let's get coffee, and I'll do that, that'll show up on the calendar. Not all the time, but if it's with somebody that I really hope to see, sure,
Yeah.
it's a fine reminder. But
I double booked myself last week, but that was the first time in a really long time where I like had to like send that text like a few hours in advance saying like, hey, sorry, I got to cancel.
I know, that's right. You missed that bris.
Bris.
A circumcision.
I know what that is. I just was like, where did that come from? Where are you pulling from? And who do you know that actually you're confusing me for?
Are you not Rabbi Isidore Chebelwitz?
You love Angels in America.
What a great play.
You love.
Another pet peeve, theater queens.
I love theater queens. Talk about not being self-aware. Those girls have no clue.
Yeah.
And I love it. I do love delusion. I love witnessing delusion, but I guess when it gets a little too close, that's where I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
But I do love a delusional, just someone in their own.
Because delusion
world.
is going to get in the way of follow through.
Not always, but yeah.
I think it can. I'm sure you'll find it can.
Of course it can.
Well, okay, tell me, what is an instance where so in your double booking situation, okay, because you were, what did you miss? You had to go to a show or a stage play?
So my friend asked me to go and see a play, and then I was very excited to see it. It was the Pulitzer Prize winning English.
Sure, yeah.
And that same evening, I had a writers group that I had to go to.
Which
and
is, yeah.
They were discussing my script. So like, I couldn't cancel that one. I had to cancel the play, which sucks because like in hindsight, like they ripped my script apart. And I was like, man, it would have been so much better to see that play.
For those of us listening in the car, writing group is code for Lucas volunteers at a kill shelter.
I would be the worst at that. I would set all those dogs free and get fired.
You did
be like, go. I literally could.
That was my favorite rumor to spread about people in DC. Like, I'd just be at the bar and be like, oh my God, him over there, he's volunteering for Mitch McConnell's re-election campaign.
Why do you think city people are so flaky?
There's just so much to do. There's just so many things.
But I think it's linked more to personality. I think to get to a big city, and this is perhaps going to sound totally fucking obnoxious and awful, and forgive me in advance, but like, I think to live in LA, if I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt, to move here takes a lot if you're from somewhere else, which most of us are. Mm-hmm. And so you come here for yourself, usually. And so whether it's, you're a self-starter who's ambitious, or maybe you're self-centered, either way, you got here because of you, for you. And I think DC is very similar.
Yes.
Same vibes. New York, kind of same vibes. Although New York feels a little bit more cultural than either DC and LA are, as far as like a melting pot for people to go to. But I'm curious more if the flakiness is just a symptom of the transactional nature of living in a big city.
Probably. I mean, there's probably a lot of things that go together with this. You're living in a big city with lots to do. There's social media and the immediacy of contact, which makes it even easier to forget about whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. Right. And so somebody can message you like, hey, do you want to go get tacos? You're like, oh my fucking God, I love tacos.
Yeah. And
then you forgot that you've got to go, to motocross or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that what you people do out there? Yeah. Dakotans, I mean.
Motocross.
I'm just looking at your shirt.
Oh, okay. I was like, fishing, hunting, like you went motocross?
Demolition derbies or whatever.
This is cute. I got it at Nordstrom's.
That's nice. I hope for a fair price. Is it? Oh, nice. It doesn't look like it'd be nice. It's nice. My pet peeve is a backhanded compliment. Rachel, give me such a good backhanded compliment.
She always does. Yeah.
That was truly a mother. Like she was literally mother for that. That's like
she is a mother, and it's annoying sometimes.
That's gonna be a devastating comment to however many more children she's blessed to have. They're gonna get it later.
I'm curious, geographically, if we're splitting the U.S. up into East Coasters, West Coasters, Midwesterners, and people from the South, rank them from least obnoxious to most obnoxious.
Ooh. They're all so obnoxious. They're all really fucking obnoxious. It's okay. Let's think about this, because I have my pet peeves with all of them. And like, there's with the West Coasters, there's timeliness. I cannot fucking stand somebody who's like the like I'm always 30 minutes late. Personality. I have friends who have openly acknowledged themselves like, people just know to tell me to show up an hour in advance because I'm always late. I'm like, crazy. Mary, you should be in federal prison. Like that, I cannot abide. Southerners, I can't deal with maybe also the lateness, but like I guess like the false sort of politeness or the bless your heart of it all that really irritates the shit out of me. East Coast, obviously they're stressed out and rude, like sharp elbowed, and they think they're important. What was the other category? Arizonans, yeah, and then they're just leathery. Sorry, Arizona, you just got bread.
You guys don't even have bodies of water.
Yeah, right. There's Lake Havasu, but that's California. So God damn it. Yeah, that's Midwesterners, and then the Midwesterners. I'm sorry you were born there. I don't know. Like, you don't need to have that big chip on your shoulder. And stop with all the casseroles. Okay, Midwesterners. I think you all just claimed the spot of like the least annoying people.
We are. I agree. I concur.
Yeah, what can I quibble with about Midwesterners? Maybe a lack of directness, but that's still, it's not because they're secretly harboring like an intense dislike like in the South.
Midwesterners, what I like, and I've never felt, growing up in the Midwest, I always was like, I'm not like you people. I'm like none of you. I have never felt more Midwestern since living out here.
I mean, I think of my darling Michigander, my angel Matthew, who is just the sweetest, most lovely, unprepossessing lamb of God, and he's just, if I could quibble with him, like I wish he was more direct, but I've never ever like lost out on his lack of directness. We went to that Renaissance festival I told you. And after like a tight 20 minutes of seeing things, like, all right, I'm good. And he's just so goddamn agreeable. He's like, okay. And we left.
I think something I appreciate about not all Midwesterners, but many, is I think they're really good about picking their battles. I think they get pegged as being people who are pushovers, walkovers, but I think at least sometimes how I was raised, it was just like, that is not worth your time. Like that's not a battle you're going to pick on this day. Yeah. Choose wisely.
Yeah. You gotta choose your battles because it's freezing. You're going to freeze to death otherwise. Okay. We gotta get back to the cabin for the wolves come.
Let's see how I would rank most obnoxious to least. I'm sorry, East Coasters. I think you guys are so obnoxious, so arrogant.
I mean, I'm not, but yes, I know what you mean.
And specifically, like you're from Delaware, like I think people from like Maine, Vermont, like all very charming, but like specifically like New Yorkers, like I'm sorry you didn't grow up with a backyard, but that's not my problem. I mean,
Bostonians.
Oh, Philadelphians. I went to a Phillies game and I was sitting in the nosebleeds, and Bryce Harper, I think is his name. He signed this big, massive contract none of our listeners care about. He struck out, and a guy behind me, again, I'm in the nosebleeds, threw his popcorn and it went all over me
Nice.
and everyone in front of me. And I remember just turning around and thinking, did you think that was going to go on the field?
Listen, Philadelphia, Philly, I love you. Okay. The dialect they speak, monstrous. Okay. The people are so unfriendly. It's a vicious, hard bitten down on its luck city.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Just the Delco accent.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So go East Coasters most obnoxious, West Coasters close runner up. To your point, people out here that just feel not very ambitious. Everything feels really slow. Everything feels really beachy. I once asked a guy, I said, what do you have going on today? He goes, oh, for sure shower. Oh, okay.
I don't appreciate you disclosing the contents of our phone calls.
But it's like, you're going to shower. It's Saturday at 9. Like, if you're not showered yet? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go the South. And the only reason I preferred Midwesterners to the South is just because of their pesky history. The Confederacy is a nasty stain that they'll wear for the rest of their lives.
Sure. Yeah.
But I think they're very polite. But I do, to your point, sometimes they feel a little self-righteous.
Yeah.
Like, talk about navel gazing or virtue signaling. There's nothing worse than a religious Southerner being like,
yeah. I mean, I will say, when you get past that level and you get into the good dish,
yeah.
divine.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's so good. Like when you get a good Mimi Landrew rant, strap in. You're gonna have a good time. It's a delightful time. Same as with anybody, really. You get past the crunchy exterior. No, the whatever exterior. I've got skin conditions.
And then just to final, I dunked on all of them except the Midwesterners. The Midwesterners are actually not as nice as people think they are.
No, of course not.
Yeah, they are just very polite, but politeness doesn't always transfer to being nice. In fact, they're the most judgy. For example, none of our listeners are Midwesterner because they all can't believe that we're recording ourselves right now and they're making fun of us behind our back.
Oh gosh, did you hear? Cheryl's son is doing gay stuff on couches.
And somehow he picked the way where he didn't make money.
There's an Instagrammer who does Shakespearean insults in a Midwestern accent. Have you seen this? Oh, we'll put that in the description. It's fabulous. Yeah. Okay. So this is good. Now we found a way to crack the nut. Pet peeves. What groups of people don't you like?
I don't see how this could go wrong.
Time travelers. I just can't stand them.
I'm not touching that, actually. I'm not touching that question.
Listen,
Question.
If you're going to show up in my living room in a blaze of light and cause a grandfather paradox, you better have brought Diet fucking Pepsi with you, okay? Okay, fine.
What's a roommate pet peeve?
Me. It's me. Every roommate situation I've been a part of, I'm probably the source of the pet peeves.
I feel like I could live with you, but you couldn't live with me, and it would be because of your own neuroses you couldn't live with me.
I need to be alone.
Yeah.
I need to be profoundly alone. Again, I mean, going back to my college roommate situation, the Everett classic was to show up, come back to the room, turn on music, and then leave for 3 hours. Just like change the vibe and then fuck off. And that was it. I mean, when I was a drinker, obviously very bad roommate. A lot of emotional volatility. And then after that first overdose, I kept drinking for 3 years. So that was still a bad roommate. And
What's a friend pet peeve?
Fashion? No. Friend pet peeve.
Says you wear tank tops that look like you got fucking snooted your fucking snot on.
What?
That looks like a used hanky.
Don't look at my
Don't come at me for my fashions.
Don't you look at my snooch.
I don't pretend to know nothing, but I do know a blue jean and a nice crew neck. I feel good.
A blue jean and a nice crew neck. The Lucas Miller story.
Literally, I would wear this every day if I could.
Please call your autobiography a blue jean and a nice crew neck. What was your question? Pet peeve about friends?
Yeah.
Bad listeners. That's definitely one. I think with my friends, the thing that I'm most irritated by, I probably follow through. And that's really the thing. When I'm incarcerated, I need to know you're going to pick up the phone.
Yeah.
When I'm, in county, because that bitch wouldn't let me see Preston. Yeah, are you there?
Right.
I know it's 3 a.m., but you live close to me. I've got your location on.
Yeah.
I see you moving around your apartment. It's a very finely tuned location.
I struggle with the same thing. I think we're both very similarly built because that matters a lot to me too. Is are you going to be there for me when I need you? But someone could come back and say no, and the expectation that I be there for your call whenever you decide to call me is unfair. What would you say to that?
Depends on the request, obviously.
Yeah.
If it's, hey, I'm flying back from Japan and I'm super sick, can you please come pick me up? Is a very different request than like, hey, I got locked up again. I only hit 3 people this time. Can you please come get me? That's a very different thing. If the request is, hey, can you pick me up as we go to somewhere that's equidistant between the two of us? No.
It is so interesting because I think some people, and this is just how people are wired, I suppose, but some people are so logic brained of like, well, no, I couldn't answer your call because I only had 5 minutes until my meeting and I needed to decompress. So I needed to go to the bathroom or whatever. Whereas I'm built, I'm like, oh, I'm going to answer my phone, pee, and if they can hear me, I'll apologize. But when they need me, I don't know. And maybe I'm too available to people.
You could be too available to people, which is a pet peeve of mine. Being unavailable.
I think I'm pretty good about drawing a boundary when I need to. Oh, I can't believe I just said that.
Listen, do not use therapy speak with me unless you've been institutionalized.
No, I'm like literally quivering. I hate that word. It drives me. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm like, I hate that.
Did it trigger you?
No.
Would you?
No, make it stop.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I'm ever to a point where I'm starting to have to keep score.
Oh yeah, and that's very easy for me to do.
Yeah, because you're Midwestern, and I have borderline personality disorder, so it's easy. It's easy to get that.
So you're an honorable mention Catholic.
My mother was raised Catholic. Yeah. That is definitely where that pet peeve really comes to life. Where follow through starts to become like, not only is this like, oh, that's obnoxious, like one more pebble in the bucket.
Do you ever find yourself, and I already think I know the answer for this, but overperforming so that the other person can never match your freak when it comes to keeping score? Do you know what I'm asking?
I know what you're asking. No.
Yeah, I figured that one would be answering.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not dancing. I'm not going to sing for my supper that way.
Well, no. Are you ready for confrontation?
You know I hate self-discovery. What do you got?
So you reminded me, massive pet peeve is when someone doesn't have a car.
Yes.
But dictates when you leave or gives you shit if you're like late.
Sure.
You did that for like the first few months of us being friends.
Oh, when did I give you shit for being late?
I don't know, but you would send me those texts of like a guy looking at his watch or like just being it would
Cookie Monster.
It's funny when you do it now because I'm like in any context other than you don't have a car, shut your damn mouth. I'll get you when I get you. Be thankful.
I mean, in fairness, I also sent you a picture of a dick pic with a meth pipe in it.
Crazy. And I did not know you. I thought it was your dick. It's a crazy move. Crazy move. I'm still not convinced that that's not your dick.
Hands down, one of the funniest text messages I've ever sent in my life. Probably ever will.
You had prefaced this like 2 texts before saying, oh, I took mushrooms today. It was also 11 a.m.
No, okay. So to really set the scene, I'd preface with, I was having a nice morning and we were talking about JoJo Siwa. And
this was in her karma era.
Yeah, this was JoJo's karma era. And you were like, I can't believe she's so successful. And maybe the mushrooms had just hit at that point. I don't know. I was having a nice morning, but I was like, she's worth 20 whatever $billion. What's your excuse? And then I sent you a picture of me just reclining on the couch with mushrooms, and then clearly a screenshot of a man's penis and a meth pipe in the frame.
Not clear. I showed it to my two closest confidants, who are women who were mortified, and I said, what do I do? And they said, detach.
Oh my God.
Disengage.
That was a banger text message. That was.
And we didn't get that squared away until like a month or two later. And you're laughing about it, and I'm looking at you, and I'm like, I still don't know that that's not you.
Oh God, that was amazing. I need to bring that back. It's a really solid bit. One thing I'll do to Dane Anthony specifically is before he gets on stage, if we're at a mic together, I'll send him a photograph, but I'll do it with invisible ink, so you have to put it away.
I love that.
And so he'll just see like a vaguely pink blob. He's like, what is it? So sometimes it's just like me holding a puppy. Other times it's like a fisting injury or something like that. Yeah.
It's a headshot of Louis Anderson, the host of Family Feud in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's,
Now, back to people without cars.
Yeah.
You're not in charge. Do not call the shots. And then just more granularly speaking, if do not call the shots if you have no power. Be gracious.
I thought you were going to say do not DJ if you're not driving. I've almost driven a car off a bridge where somebody got in the car, was like, I hate this song, took my CD out and put another CD in, and then played one song on repeat.
Rachel is so bad at that.
She's a monster.
She will, and then she'll cue 7 songs, and they all are Hillary Duff, or they just suck ass from 2007.
Rachel is a monster, and she needs to be stopped. Just see you in June.
But I just want to listen to something I know. You're in my car. No.
So, listen, sometimes a pet peeve really makes a relationship. Like, Rachel is a great example of somebody who I can see like, oh my God, the friction at all times with her. And she is so incredible.
It's like maddening. She's the best person I know. I love her so much. But like, even like, it's so annoying. She went to Chicago this last weekend. I love how we just shifted to talking shit about Rachel. She doesn't care. She went to Chicago this past weekend with her boyfriend. And in the caption on her Instagram story she shared, she goes, "The Big Apple." I hated that she wrote that. Chicago is not the Big Apple. Why would you say that?
I think that's the joke.
No.
I'm sure you'll find that's
No,
the joke.
she didn't know that. I responded, I go, that is not the Big Apple. She goes, it is to me. And then they doubled down on the joke in like a separate post and said, because they're from Minneapolis, mini apples in the Big Apple.
Okay, I'm fully on board with this joke.
It's not a joke. I think they think it's the Big Apple.
I'm fully on board. Whatever it is, I bought a ticket. I'm sitting in first class. You need to quiet down so I can get my peanuts. Okay, so delusion sometimes is not a pet peeve.
I hate being around a stinky person. Hygiene is so important.
Oh, boy. Okay, so we're just going to gloss over why that came to mind as I crossed my legs.
So I am just naturally I'm with the stinky people. I'm one of you. I have to work extra hard to not be stinky, like specifically here and here. Okay. I have to reapply deodorant a couple times a day. I am just naturally I just got a thick stank. So if I don't shower and do deodorant, I'm just one of you girls. I get it. You just have to manage it. You have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you a stinky little pig?
Maybe not to your extent, but I do sport. I've been known to work out from time to time. I generally want not to be smelling like onions.
It's there's a guy at my gym who just absolutely reeks. He just reeks.
Yeah,
and it's like, I don't even want to, if he's using an equipment where he has to sit on it or touch the leather, I'm like, I literally can't touch that.
Yeah, I went to college with a couple of guys who seemed to think showering was optional, and I had to sit at the other end of the classroom with them. It was just that overpowering. Just could not focus. That is I mean, at some level, it stops being like a choice, and it's like, oh, you're just mentally
Yeah.
something's not there. What?
This is horrifying. So
Not Jane Fonda. What happened?
I was visiting my best friend Maddie, who just had a baby in Washington.
Oh, Jesus.
I was there for the weekend. And she notified me upon my return. She goes, Lucas, I don't know how to tell you this,
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, no.
but your breath was stinky the whole time you were here. I go, this is my worst case scenario, by the way. This is like nightmare scenario. I go, what do you mean? She's like, it didn't smell bad. She's like, we think you might have like wisdom teeth or something. Like she was like, it smelled moldy. And I go,
It smelled evil.
why didn't you tell me? And she's like, I didn't know if it was our coffee. I didn't know whatever, but like, now I'm telling you, like, whatever. And so then I'm thinking, and then I assess the others. I text you, I text Rachel, who I was just with.
Did you text Jason Bornstein?
No, but I text everyone in my life. I go to my roommate. I go, can you smell my breath?
Oh, my God.
And I'm going, what is it? And so then finally what we narrowed it down to, because I brush my teeth twice a day, sometimes 3. And I was using this cheap ass Barbie toothpaste. It was like the kid toothpaste.
Oh.
Because my mom is a hoarder. And so when I go home, I always grab like 4 or 5 different toothpastes.
Oh, Mary.
Because she's got 30. Like my mom, we call our laundry room Target because she's got shelves and shelves of shit. Toothpaste, candles, soaps, linen, whatever. And so every time I'm home, I like steal 4 or 5 and she doesn't even know. And I stole these little Barbie ones.
And that's what was making you so stank.
So kids' toothpaste doesn't have fluoride.
Thank you, RFK.
Or whatever. It has minimal fluoride, something. And long story short, if you look this up on Google, you can't even find the toothpaste. So I was brushing my teeth with God knows how old.
With Vaseline.
Literally, who knows how old that toothpaste was. But my friend was smelling that stank all weekend. And like, I genuinely made it my whole personality that whole week to be like, I'm flossing 2 or 3 times a day until my gums are fucking bleeding. I'm mouthwashing constantly. I bought gum for the first time in like 3 years.
Oh,
like,
that's not going to help. Wow. Huh.
I had the stank breath.
Yeah,
I hated it.
Incredible. And you haven't improved with this knowledge whatsoever.
I mean, you tell me.
No, don't you dare. No. That's not what we're doing on the couch today.
It was worst case scenario. That is the worst thing you could ever. And like, granted, I just want to be clear. All I said to Maddie was, I said, thank you so much for telling me. Next time, right away.
Oh, no.
And she goes, that's like, and I go, no. You have to tell me right away. You have to solve it together.
We have to solve it together. That is a firm no from me.
If you're smelling my stank breath, you owe it to me to tell me that my breath stinks.
Yes and no. Yes, like, did you just have a coffee that you've been
If
nursing
you are
all
my
day?
best friend since first grade,
Okay, yeah.
again, she's not the problem, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just saying, like, even though you're not my best friend since first grade, you have to tell me if I stink.
Well, yeah, and I do
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honesty. It's important. Huh. Yeah, what I'm hearing is that it's a beautiful thing to have a relationship where somebody can tell you something shattering like that.
It was. Now that there's been a little bit of time and space, I feel like I can fully share my experience to help others, but
You lived it. You survived it.
I did.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't like stanky breath, so I'll let you know.
Yeah. I use good toothpaste.
I just am such a frugal kitty, you know this.
That doesn't mean you don't need to listen to the FDA.
Well, I was like, it was the kind of toothpaste, it was Barbie specific, and it was when the whole Barbie craze was happening. And my mom is someone where she'll be like, oh, it's pink, and buys like 10 of them. Like, she's just impulse buying, but plus, like, I don't know, not waiting for the world to shut down, but I suppose it's, I don't know, fun for her.
Wow.
But then my dad's like, we just got a laundry room full of shit. Take anything. You want a candle? You want 2 candles? He's gonna be pissed I'm saying this. Be like, don't tell her. She won't notice, but you can't tell her. Those washcloths are from the 70s.
Oh boy. Yep. So, who's gonna inherit all of this stuff? What are you gonna do with all of this discontinued toothpaste? You could make so many sculptures out of it.
Me.
Yeah.
You know I'm not a ceramics girl.
I think you need to express yourself through art.
Oh, honey. I'm a Leo.
Okay, we covered this in an episode a while back. Think. What does that mean?
Creative soul, creative fire spark.
Oh my God, I was telling my ma about Björk, and she's like, I'm going to try and listen to Björk. And then she came back, she said, sweetheart, I tried. I hated it.
You can't listen to Bjork. Like, Bjork has to find you. It's not something you can seek out. She finds you when you need it.
I told her, I said, Ma, you just need to have a little nip of mushroom chocolate and then listen to Medulla.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fabulous.
Oh, that's a tough album to give right away. I would give Post.
On mushrooms?
But Medulla's, that's her, what is it? Where you don't use a cappella album, isn't it?
Yeah, all voices all the time. Yeah.
That's a rough intro to Bjork.
I mean, on mushrooms, it's fabulous.
I would go one of her first three: Post, Homogenic, or Debut.
Definitely not Debut. That's a little too sugary sweet. The Anchor song? No.
I mean, that's not really who she is, but it is like just digestible.
This took a turn. But then she asked me if I would traffic mushrooms to her and watch. I'm like, no. I'm not sending you drugs. Like, you want some fentanyl? Oh. Well,
Pet peeves. Peeve pets.
I think we discovered a few.
Oh God, before we leave, flight pet peeve. Shoes have to stay on.
Sure. Oh, wait. How long of a flight are we on?
It doesn't matter. Shoes have to stay on. And if you're taking your shoes off, slippers on.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ. What are we doing if you don't... With slippers, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bare feet on anything just grosses me out.
yeah,
I'm so sorry to the foot people. We appreciate you so much. I don't know. It's just
Not on an
hygiene
airplane.
thing.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
And then before all of you are like, but you lick each other's buttholes privately. Privately.
I'll do it on an airplane. I'll do it for kisses. It's time to go. I've been drinking. All right, well, that's... Got another hearing set.
That's fake.
They said Preston's doing well in the group home.
I gotta get out of here.
I gotta get out of here. Well, that's Bugbears. And so we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the show.